For more incredible action figures and collectibles, including the one seen in this review, check out Lindsay's Toy Room at www.lindsays.toyroom.com. Hello YouTube, and welcome to Turmoil in the Toybox. I'm your host, Aaron Hauser, and today we're going to be reviewing the Mattel Batman Classics Batman and Robin figure 2-pack. This is a really cool piece that I picked up off of Lindsay's Toy Room at lindsays.toyroom.com for about $45 plus shipping and handling, and this is a great recreation of one of the most iconic bits from the 1966 Batman television series, which is, of course, the Caped Crusader and the Boy Wonder himself scaling a building sideways. Or maybe you'd recognize it more like this. Either trying to infiltrate one of the villain's lairs or just to do some detective work. So this is a very, very cool 2-pack. As you can see, the stand, it doesn't hold on quite well to the figures, but if you have it on display like this, it doesn't seem to be any sort of issue. So, taking a look at some of the accessories with this, comes with a little batarang. Also comes with a rope that you can kind of weave between the figures to give them that climbing look. And then the figures themselves are approximately 6 inches each, and they feature various articulation points, including the head, the shoulders, the kind of upper bicep there, the elbow, the wrists, and then the torso flexes at the middle, articulation in the hips, in the kind of right above the knee there, the knees themselves, and then the ankles. And then on these specific figures, you actually have the capes, which kind of have this piece of plastic running along them, so it gives them that kind of weighted look as if they're scaling up the side of a building, which I think is kind of a cool touch. Kind of looks odd if they're standing like this, but you know, if you're used to the television series, you know that they'd actually have something like that attached to their wardrobe to kind of give them that sort of look like gravity's pulling on their capes, which I thought was kind of a funny touch. So that's all for Robin, for the Dark Knight himself. Pretty decent sculpt on here. Definitely looks like Adam West. Has the same articulation that you saw with Robin. And then this one also has flexibility in and out at the hips. Now, I'm not sure if Robin had that. Oh, yes, he does, which is kind of nice, so that you can get a bit more versatile stances with that one. And then the base, which is really nice. My only complaint with this is that the pegs for the feet are a bit short. They do, if you try to hold the base up like this, the figure will pop off very easily, which is kind of a shame because it actually comes with a hole at the top of this base so that you can nail it to the wall so that you can have them in that really cool sort of position where they're scaling up the wall. Now, you could always fix that by, you know, spoiling it with some super glue and just, you know, gluing their feet to it. I'm sure that would work. But, you know, a lot of us are not going to want to do that, so, you know, that's just an option. And then, of course, it does have these little windows that pop open, which is nice because there was always some sort of cameo that happened when somebody would pop out the window and you'd see, you know, a famous face from the 1960s kind of leaning out there wondering what the detectives were doing going up the side of their building. So yeah, as you can see, for $45, this is actually a really nice set. And if you're trying to get something that has, you know, the Adam West and Burt Ward figures with them, this is a great set to pick up. And I know it's probably going to be a bit more pricey once the DVD and Blu-ray set of the series is released again, which is going to be out this November, and you can see that on Amazon.com. I think they have the exact dates listed already, which is nice. But yeah, if you want, I would definitely pick these guys up sooner rather than later. They're fantastic figures, and they look incredible on display. And yeah, overall, I would just try to get them before the series comes out, because once that comes out, these will probably be in much greater demand. So But yeah, that's about it for this review. If you have any questions about the figures, just leave them in the comments below, and keep an eye out for some of the other reviews that I'm going to be doing on the Batman Classic series, including reviews on the Riddler, Joker, Penguin, and Catwoman. So that's it. Thanks for watching.